All right, everyone, here we are. Day 5, our final day. It's Friday morning right now at about 8 a.m. and it's our shoot day. So I'm still here at Weta Workshop while Joey and Adam are on location getting set up because there's still some finishing touches that need to be put on. You can see in the background, Jason and Kim have been here with Shane since about 6 a.m. today. Was their call time to put on the creature makeup, and they're gonna get Shane basically the entire face completely dressed, completely painted. Then we're gonna head to set where he's gonna put on the bodysuit and really turn into the creature. We're doing this legit. There's a whole shot list that Joey and Adam were working through, and hopefully we're gonna get through this whole thing in one day. And then also, Jason had some time at the end of yesterday to do more dressing on Adam's prosthetic. This looks incredible. Adam talked about wanting to have some bone pop up through the arm, and this buildup, this blood buildup, and that bone, it's all right there. And I think they did some more painting on his hand because this is looking more and more like a real arm. That's gonna look really cool when it pops off. Same with the other side of this rig. All this blood buildup was done yesterday. You have bone as well, and this floppy tubing, which I think can be trimmed if you don't want too much of this popping out, but this should be, it's gonna make a great effect. Can't wait to see that. It's a real thing. Look, our tentative title, Adam versus Monster, in conjunction with Wingnut Films and Weta Workshop. That's insane. One thing we're learning that even on a production this small, one-day shoot for a 3-minute short film, there's so many moving parts. On this shoot day, we got Jason, Kim, and Shane who've been here since 6 a.m. Luke's coming in, who's playing our Ravaged Soldier, to have some scars put on him. We have a team driving gear and the armor, the leather armor that we made for Luke, already heading to set. And we're documenting the whole thing. So we're actually gonna head over to the set right now and bring all our gear and show you guys what's going on. So we're on set now. We're gonna introduce you to some of the crew in a little bit, but they're already starting to shoot. We're gonna get some of the shots with Adam before Shane and Luke arrive on set, and this is super cool. They're shooting with a Red Dragon camera, and we can review the shots with this Odyssey 7Q Plus from Weta Workshop. So I can even show you some of the shots, what they just shot, happening right here. I can review some takes, give this to Adam after takes for him to check and approve. It's a real production.
2, echo, take 1.
Like it. It's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and there are a lot of options.
I can see the pieces we'll use and the pieces that we won't.
Yeah.
Little snippets. It's
Yeah.
great.
Trees here. See if you frame a little more.
We want the movement with the foreground and the background kind of.
All right, Adam, how's it going this morning?
Well, it's very good. We just did the first set of shots of me waking up on this tree, and you know, it's like I've always said that costumes come into their own when you use them for something. So being out in this environment is fantastic.
Your cost per use
Yes.
is actually going down. Did you pick out this tree when you got here?
Yeah, Joey had looked at this location fantastically and spec'd this as the tree, and it's just perfect. We got a lot of depth behind it. In fact, it turns out that they filmed part of what in the U.S. is called Dead Alive, but in New Zealand it's called Brain Dead, one of Peter's first movies. A big climactic scene was filmed right there. I
Yeah.
recognize the location.
And it's amazing because we're trying to frame out the city, Wellington in
All
the
of Wellington's
background.
right over here.
We're getting some cooperation with the weather.
How is it going back at the shop?
It's going great. So Shane is looking like a monster, at least from the chest up, and he'll
Okay.
put on that bodysuit when he gets here. And then Luke had a chance to get some scars or wounds turning into scars
Awesome.
as well. So Jason and Kim, we're gonna bring them over with a little bit of time to get set up before your big fight.
Yeah, that's the next thing to do is the big fight scene.
Where's that gonna happen?
It's actually going to happen farther up that way.
Movie
On
magic.
a bit of flat.
All right, let's go check that out.
All right.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we'll just find out wherever he lands.
Yeah.
We'll work out angles.
So some real problem solving is happening right now. Adam, Joey, and I walked up. The whole crew is actually up here on top of the hill where the fight scene is going to happen. And behind there, that's Wellington. So we obviously have to shoot through here. There's some great trees in the foreground here, some trees in the background. And as you can see, Shane and Luke are on set. So Shane, who we choreographed the whole fight scene with yesterday, now we have to figure out how to adapt that action sequence with the terrain. It looks flat, and yeah, it's mostly flat, but there are roots hidden here and there, a lot of slipping hazards. You gotta be real safe about it. Of course, Adam has armor on, so how is he gonna tumble? All this stuff is being worked out right now, so hopefully we can start shooting this fight scene as soon as possible and get it wrapped up before lunch.
Will you kill him?
No.
Okay. See if it comes straight across now because it's around.
Oh,
here.
right. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
come kind of up and down.
Well, yeah. So what you do is you come up and you place it on my neck. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
And then-
okay.
and it goes downward.
Great.
Boom.
Will do.
So it's more of a jaw cut.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Frank's a bit from a beer. He's got back.
This stuff like that.
Powder, cooking it in the bag and powdering it.
Oh, good. The other one.
Oh, we have to bump in. We have to bump.
And if you wanted to from there, you can actually bring it up and release it. So yeah, as you come up to there. Yeah. Try that.
All right.
Do it all in one. Okay. Perfect. That's it.
I sound like a car with "just married" written on the back.
Just married.
Yeah, exactly.
All the cans.
Yeah, well, you definitely don't sneak up behind me.
No, exactly.
Tiptoe.
Oh, something like that.
I'm gonna go for that. Can you do the raw? Actually, the paint.
How much longer do you need? About 5 more minutes, okay?
Oh, so yeah, I guess so. Like I bought a knife right down the ground.
No. So this is right now. This is just a close up on Shane, like yelling at you.
Yeah. Give it a rehearsal.
Science, right?
You have a look at this.
Basically, we want kind of a clean establishing, and then remember which directions you walk. Luke's walking this way.
So yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna kind of do a little bit of a diagonal, kind of coming back and in to the main frame.
So where's his second position? Where are you gonna end up, Luke?
Check out the monitor here. So Luke, let's strike you up first. Let's at the establishing shot. How's that looking? So it would be
We got stuff in the background.
come a little bit away from Luke, and maybe up. You think?
Yeah, a little up and up. To the left, pan camera left. Somewhere in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing in the background there. There's no houses or anything, so it's really good.
Okay, so hold that, and then Luke, let's.
So Luke comes in.
Oh yeah. I mean, want to get tighter and.
Maybe it's not that tight.
Wider? We've got the tight. What? Yeah,
No, no, no. Sorry, I mean where he's at.
Yeah, the distance
I
position
feel like,
is.
yeah. You start there and just move diagonally that way. Yes, that's great.
Kinda makes him look
Take a
small,
look. He looks
yeah.
small. Right,
Yeah.
right.
And then we come in and.
And we can do a cut in for a close up of his face and his fear, but that's great.
And while we're on this lens, does Shane wipe across the camera? Or
Yes.
yeah?
So Shane, why don't you come over here, cross camera, looking at Luke.
Cut the.
You did Hobbit?
I was doing mocap on Hobbit.
Oh yeah. Like, oh yeah.
You threw me.
Yeah.
And in Tintin as well.
Yeah.
You-
Tintin. Yeah.
Shane throws lots of people. Don't Shane? You've thrown a few people around, haven't you?
Oh, and tackled with me, right?
Yeah, true.
I've never been tackled by Shane Rungy, which is not something I want to get.
I've hit the shoulder anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably give it a little more time for the next stab. Just let him kind of win that.
Right.
And I think
Dance around, probably a little bit more measured out.
a little slower.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just a little more beat out.
And that stuff will look really good in the wide. And then I think Shane, once he gets to that knee position, I mean, this is it kind of almost needs to be a little bit of a trick, like trickery in some way. Like he's kind of defeated, right?
Right.
To slump a little more,
Right.
And you to have a little more of a smug sense of self-satisfaction, and you want to get that
Right.
last.
So I'm going to
attack.
turn and see him like that, leading.
Yeah, he's kind of gonna, and
Yeah.
then just spring to life, like that spring. I think needs to be.
Maybe look at the dagger too.
All right.
It's looking good though.
Awesome.
Mark it. Ready? Action. Cut there.
That felt great.
Let's just do each little piece. Let's a lunge pass from an ideal angle, then my swing, his swing, my duck,
Sucks up. All the dodging.
then the hand.
Cut there. Right. Away. Happy? And in 3, 2, 1, action. Cut there. And in 3, 2, 1, action. Shot there.
That was great.
3, 2,
All right, so we're about half an hour before lunch.
Yeah, it's 4 hours so far. We've been
Yep, and you know, while in the final film Adam falls once, how many times do you think he's fallen this time?
I want to say 16. This is like a mat half the time, and then the rest of the time just on the dirt in the armor.
Yeah,
That's,
and the reason for that isn't because they're not good takes, it's because you're getting
coverage.
all the coverage. Every angle, this way, that way, close up,
Yeah.
and so he's being a really good sport about it.
Yeah, it'll make editing, it'll make our life easier in post-production, but right now it's just kind of hell for him hitting the ground. That much.
So he's actually getting some of the armor taken off, and it's a great point to stop because Shane, in the creature, is now getting his prosthetic put on, and this is the blood in his neck.
Yeah, from here on out, it's going to be a lot of blood, a lot of the special effects that we've been here preparing for, essentially.
Yeah, so next up, a lot of blood.
It's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be so
We got our two daggers here. Can you guess which one's the hero, which one's a stunt?
And 3, 2, 1, action. Go. There. Very nice. Okay.
$3 kilo, take one.
Doing all right? Shane's playing.
Definitely
So if the camera's there, I'll be here. And then cut.
Yeah, that looks great.
I took a little piece of his throat with me.
Oh, wow.
Almost ready for this first blood effect, and we realized we haven't had a blood conversation yet. You know, the whole gag is about a blood conversation, but now we actually have to have a real one about Shane in the neck, so we got basically one try to figure it out.
So it's going to spray
It's gonna,
out of that big gash? So gash, you know, out this way.
that's probably too much.
Maybe, yeah,
You don't want that much distance.
Okay. Well, they probably, let's try it because I think there might be less because it's constricted by his.
Oh, by the actual.
By his point,
Yeah.
so.
All right.
It's pretty impressive, right? Good. Okay, we're rolling, and in 3, 2, 1, action.
Blood.
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Perfect.
Trying to do it this way. All right. Well, there's our line. Because we need a bit there.
And let's also, well, I guess once we cut it there, we can scale it back if we want to see a little more of the flesh.
And we can pull this back. So I reckon we're going about there.
All right.
Adam,
Yeah.
would you like a cup of tea?
Oh, I'd love a cup of tea.
How do you have it?
Like, they told me it was called gumbo
Gumbo.
tea. Lots
With
of,
milk.
what? Lots of milk, lots of sugar.
Actually, what I'll do is I'll take the hole in there too. Not easy to
Oh, yeah.
straight through there.
Certainly.
And then fumbling my way around down here with purpose.
A lot of bunch of that stuff.
Yeah, just caulking silicon.
Oh.
Fast setting caulking silicon.
It's setting up right now, but here's the. And we have the armor that'll go in. So that's all perfect.
So it hits the ground, and then we get to the.
We get one of those shots. That's,
Yeah.
That's okay. Pick up at any point.
Yeah. So and then we set up for the establishing of you walking back where Luke's path was at the very beginning. Where you back in the frame, where you're bleeding out.
Yeah, but honestly, it's actually it's almost like I'm backing up and I look down. I is this too much blood?
Yeah. So you almost get like ready to react, and then
Yeah, exactly.
This one. So I guess I could stick the other two with it.
Cool.
Hinging off that. Yeah, try and roll that one. Actually, now that we've got it here, that one would have been better. The rest of it is just.
It's fun because we're just carving apart my armor, but it's my armor. It's fine. I can fix it later. It's all right now. There's a story about that seam and why it was there. Oh, I guess I don't have to walk with my hand like that. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Okay. This is like my mom's worst nightmare. Looking at my severed arm.
And these are tubes the blood can come out of.
Yes, so there's a four-way here. So it splits the blood out into 4 different tubes that comes to here, and we can put as much pressure as we want. And this is what, basically, we're going to build a little bridge between me and Shane, because my hand was on his shoulder.
Yep.
And so we will get a shot, Joey, of the arm flying away. And then there's me going, looking at, is this too much blood? Yeah. And that can be. And that's we just get a shot of that like landing on the ground. I know.
Plenty of guts on the inside.
So yummy.
So wait, let's see if we can make the bridge.
Yeah. So they have some
Something that
silicone bungs that kind of hold this in the rivet holes.
Oh, okay.
So that so it basically sits there on Shane's shoulder, like that.
And
then he does that, and it goes flying.
and then this little. And are we gonna have this bleeding right away?
Yes, and I guess I'll try and miss Shane with that.
Cool. Well, we can't get too far profile because then we see.
Yeah. Again, this is.
So maybe
It's kind of over Shane's shoulder again, like where coming in this way, and you're focused on your face.
Mm-hmm.
So we haven't done over Shane's shoulder yet. We've done over Adam's shoulder, cutting Shane's throat.
Exactly. So
Yeah, and that's actually the right angle because I'm about to stab him.
So you get to see the knife.
I've got the knife,
right here,
and you see that, and here I
coming up,
come.
and it's focused there,
Right.
and then that goes.
And so I'll start by going, and then he does the knock.
Yeah.
And
So-
that's that way. This is great because that way the camera is looking right down the barrel of my severed arm, which is how this joke gets told.
And your lunge back.
I'm like
that
I'll
way,
stagger,
we'll let-
and when I stagger, it's fine if you end up seeing that I'm not wearing pants because now we're out of it.
Be like your boxers.
I feel like this is too much. Is this the right amount of blood?
Right. It's got that
Did you
attached.
notice that they got the amount of dirt under my fingernails exactly right? Pressure's on, Joel.
Yeah, go on, Tim. We have to pressurize it, but that's pretty much it.
There we go.
That's 50 psi, which is probably as high as we want to go. 30.
I'm just going to prime the line, get blood to Adam, and then we'll stop there so you guys can do your finals.
You don't want to get to Adam, but not to the arm.
Yeah. Okay. Keep going.
When you give it a nice good few beats, you can start walking this way because then we're gonna have that shot that you walk into
great.
the frame.
Yeah, let's go. How high can we go?
Oh, well, I've got nothing right now, but if I turn it up.
Oh, okay. There we go. Also, I feel like I want to cut this one. This. Well, maybe not.
You want to cut one?
Maybe this one just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we go higher?
Go for it.
Let's go to maximum. To 11.
It looks like the right color when it's spraying, but it's not.
You're gonna have to bleed it.
Yeah, there you go.
Whoa! Yeah, that's better because those dangly things kind of flick the blood around. I think if you went like that would look a lot better. Yeah. And in 3, 2, 1, action.
I forgot to make the blood happen.
Oh man.
You can't even do it.
It was like brain dead.
Oh no, it's a terrible bloody flashback.
3 November, take 3.
Mark it.
That's it. That's it. And in 3, 2, 1, action. Yeah, can you rotate the stump so it's pointing more horizontal, or is that possible? Because that'll be better. It'll bloody rather than just pouring on the ground like a bloody tap. Yeah. You want it to be gushing out horizontally.
So there is a strap.
So we did our blood gag a few times, and Peter and Richard are actually on set now for their cameos, but they have some input on how to improve the blood gag, so we're going to use our expertise, because why not?
There's no way that will fire out.
No. I've got another clip coming here, a smaller one. So you can fit through. Do you?
No, I'm nearly there. Oh, see my finger there. That's it.
In terms of,
I was just thinking, when they get really good at like limb replacement, when will be the first person to actually have a limb cut off for a movie?
Yeah, true. And where will it happen? Adam, did you ever hear that the rating on any of Peter's Lord of the Rings movies were actually, it was PJ-13, which stands for 13 acts of violence every minute. None of this PG-13 crap. Here you go.
Yes, Rob carries too. Looks alright. I wouldn't mind a couple of different colours.
Okay, so when it comes, just sort of steer it around, so you just go right across the lens.
Will do.
It's pretty well. It'll fine to go. Is there any more? Good. Yeah, we've got a couple more on the shelf. Hey, some glasses on this time. That's it. Counting it in, and in 3, 2, 1, action.
Is this too much blood, Richard?
It's never too much blood. Was it too much for Monty Python? Never.
No. It wasn't, you're right.
Ask Peter, he's the expert.
Have you go?
I got it. Oh, we got Joey. Yeah. Look at the camera.
How did you get that? You're over
Steve,
I got it.
Steve, get the cameraman's forehead.
Little Do Dave? How you going? Are we coming?
Yeah, we should cut. Yeah. That's a weird break, brother. Oh. Jelly. We could try to paint.
Yeah, we
Pizza
can try
Hut.
and paint. Let's try and paint. Well, let's see what our experts think.
Yeah, I saw that. It got the lens a bit quick. You needed some sprays before it got the lens. And we can keep going. We've still got some blood in here.
You want to try one more?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, cool.
let's try one more.
We need more blood. Yeah, because we've lost taste.
Hey Joel, you mind bringing over another thing of blood? Some more,
Another bucket, bro? Oh, that's good.
Dead right.
Yeah.
That's reanimator blood right there. Norman would be proud of us. Or Norman West would be proud of us. Now everyone's going to watch me trying to pour this. In a perfect world, Jason, we get a nurney over the top of the hose so that as it squirts, it flicks the nurney around. Is that right, what you're onto? Sorry. I would sew it through the front. Stitch it there, and then stitch it there, and make sure it sits over the top.
Oh, don't do that. Oh, that's mean.
Lock it. Sit.
Yeah, and in 3, 2, 1, action.
How did I get hit again?
Joey, you're behind the barrier. How did you get hit?
You don't know how to do it?
Cutting?
I forgot. You have to weigh your bloodstream.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we could go with this one.
Oh, wow. That was...
It's pretty much instantaneously.
I didn't even try. It hit the lens instantly.
Yeah. One more?
But it's kind of cool. I mean, as it's like dripping down and stuff, there's still more up there here.
Give that water bottle. Yeah. Like you touching my hair and stuff.
And that is a wrap.
Whoa, how does it feel to say that?
Dude, we are standing on ground that is stained in the blood of our shoot. And to be clear, every single piece of woods and forest we can see around us has been a Weta Workshop filming location, whether Lord of the Rings or Brain Dead or Bad Taste or Heavenly Creatures. And we dispensed a lot of blood out here today.
And it was a full week of getting today ready, and we weren't even ready. There was so much problem solving that you
On the fly,
and it was so fun to have Richard and Peter actually come up and want to amplify what we originally intended.
So we had written into this that they would come and, well, they want to amplify, but they showed up and did exactly what we'd written without any prodding. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to both Wellington, New Zealand, one of the most beautiful cities in the world, and to the Weta Workshop crew, the crew in the shop and the crew out here on the shoot. It couldn't have been nicer, better, more professional, more fun to work with.
And now you, Joey, and I will make our way back to the States for the next process,
which is editing.